Today we have with us Mitch Allen. He's the founder of Hired Santa, and he's a US Shark Tank winner of season 8. Hi, Mitch. And we are really glad to host him in this
Hi, how are you?
early. Yeah. Okay. Mitch has been into this entertainment business of a typical business where he provides Santa Claus, a live Santa Claus for office and corporate events, and even for personal events as well. And he has been doing this, Mitch, for how long? Since over a decade now.
Yeah, so we officially launched in 2012. We were doing it probably 3 or 4 years before that, but yeah, it's been a long time now.
Yeah. So if there is a ice festival in Dubai, Mitch, am I right that the Santa Claus flies from Texas?
Well, we have Santas all over, primarily in the U.S. and some in Canada. And if people need Santas anywhere, we will fly them out. We send Santas every year to Asia, to Europe, to really all over the world. And so, yeah, if you need a Santa, we likely can find you one.
Okay. And he just not provides Santa, he provides the whole team along with Santa, all those elves, Mrs. Claus, and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a complete package, and I guess he remains sold for pretty much a year in advance.
Yeah, so it's funny. We actually we book all year round. Our real busy season's the second half of the year, but our big contracts are generally done in the first half of the year. Matter of fact, we just signed a really big contract for the 2026 season. So already more than a year out, we're booking events. And if you right for really big events, they start planning more than a year out. And so whether it be holiday entertainment, event management, Hire Santa can help with those types of things.
Okay. So this event is about this whole series is about AI, and since you being into this service business, Mitch, you're the right person to discuss how you reimagine your products or services with AI. So this being the core topic, let me ask you, okay, what business outcomes, Mitch, did you first chase with AI? Is it revenue, cost, risk, or customer experience, and why?
Yeah, it's probably dealing with our cost. And the thing that's been most transformational with AI has been dealing with inbound leads. We get so many people who are interested in having a Santa Claus entertainer come to their home office or corporate event that sometimes it's overwhelming. And so we have created, we used GBT for a number of years now to help us respond to emails, and primarily creating custom emails that are better than what we would have written ourselves and are better than just cutting and pasting, that talk to about what the customer is looking for, but then also includes our pricing information and then next steps. And so it really pushes people down the funnel. So instead of having a human do the first interaction, we're having AI do that first interaction and pushes them into the next step of the funnel. And it's really been helpful to us to improve our productivity internally. And that's really the first thing that we're using AI to, that along with sort of standard automation in our CRMs.
If you can tell me, like, since me and Mitch have been discussing about AI, like, he's the one who actually coaxed me to like look into AI, how AI can actually do better things in his business, how it can increase the productivity. So it was more of a founder to founder talk. But Mitch, how did your team took the adoption of AI? Like you being the
Yeah.
founder, you will always be looking at low cost, more productivity, getting things done faster. But not the way. This is not how your team would actually look at.
But to answer your question, um, change is always hard for everyone, and particularly if employees feel threatened about it. Something else we've used AI from the beginning was content generation as well. That sort of goes along with email creation, but also on for our websites and those types of things, as well as scripts and things for videos and those types of things. And I think it's really introducing them to it because it's here. It's and relating it to say something like the internet in the same way that it changed everything, and this is also going to be changing everything, probably in a similar, if not more, have a more of an impact. And so it's really just getting them used to it, introducing it to them, showing them what it can do, how it can help them to do things, and then just encouraging them to use it and play around with it. And so I think that that has been the real thing, is that we've given everybody an account. They're all now using it. I would like for them to use it on a daily basis. And also, I encourage them when they ask a question or when they're responding to an email to put it into GPT or to Grok or Gemini or whatever it is that they're wanting to use. But for most of them, they're just using GPT. And yeah, it's been great. There is some, I think, reluctance to use it just because it's another tool. And but I think because it's here to stay, they now are, I think, embracing it more. Some really jump on, and then some are slow adopters. And it's just continuing to push it and to continue to see how to use it and to show them how I'm using it as an example.
Okay, but people in your team are really like understanding about AI, and they are and they really they have the intent to adopt it to increase their productivity.
Some do, some don't. Uh, I am trying to get some people on our team to use it more, but without like demanding that they use it. There are a couple of people that don't use it as much as I would like. Yeah, I think that's that's a really great one. I just had a performance review just recently, and that was one of the things that I wanted to get across to them was that if we're increasing only by 2 or 3%, like if they're only increasing their productivity 2 or 3%, it's like we're standing still. Like we need to, if you want to make more money, we've got to be more productive. We've got to generate more revenue or be more productive by 10 or 15%. And so that's the thing I'm trying to get across to them is that we're in a world where it's not just you're going to get a raise every single year for doing the same amount of work. You've got to increase your work in some ways faster than your salary is increasing, so that the profitability of the company can remain the same. So that's what I tried to get across to them, and it was hopefully that will resonate with them.
Okay. Do you ever feel like since you have been using AI for a while now within your company to enhance your operations or to make them more productive, is your business, your customers, your logistics, your manpower in terms of Santa and the respective team, are they equipped to cater to that fast-paced productivity which AI is actually bringing in?
I don't think any of us are really prepared for it, but I think that if you ask our clients or even our Santas, like they're probably not aware of the things that we're doing with AI. And in some ways that's great. Some of the things that we're wanting to do next that I don't think the technology's quite here is deal with inbound phone calls with AI. Right now we have a typical IVR, so it's just a phone tree. But I think next holiday season, the latency will be down and we'll be able to use AI for inbound calls for not only customer service, but maybe even sales. And I think that that'll be an exciting addition to what we're doing.
Okay. As a first timer, when you introduced AI to your team, how did you happen to explain them as a founder that like to your team that it can, and like how did you happen to lower their fear and raise accountability?
You know what? I probably wasn't I probably didn't recognize the fear because I'm so excited about it. And so I'll probably say that it was just my own excitement about what's going on and the changes that are happening, that I'm wanting it to be infectious and to talk to them about what's possible and what's coming. And so I've been talking about it for a long time. And it's not like, oh, you've got to be using it today. It's just this gradual use of AI. And I need to continue to do that, where talk to them about how this is going to help make their lives and their jobs better.
Yeah, mm, that's good. And any two or three tips which you as a founder, overwhelmed with AI and like fond of AI, excited about AI, would like to give to fellow co-founders or CXOs, especially to those who are likely to, or those who are on the way to adopt AI within their team? Any
Yeah.
message or any tips for them?
Yeah, I think it's try to get easy wins. Like I think trying to implement, um, you get definitely got to have buy-in. Then getting an easy win. For us, it was email, dealing with emails. Like it's really good about that. And then also about content. Actually, we started with content, then we went to emails, and then we're now using it for contract reviews, sort of for the legal, helping us on the legal space. And so it's just incrementally doing it. It's not doing sort of the hard lifting in our business yet because it's just not robust enough. Um, um, Also with marketing, image creation now is just so good that we need to even do more than what we're doing right now with social media, generating images and posts that we're doing, because it is so good now about image creation. So really it's that. It's start with an easy win, have enthusiasm about it, and really, I think, speak to how it's going to help people to be more productive and therefore to be more valuable to the company. And I think you're right about having people have fear, and that's what you want to sort of take off the table. Talk to them about how this is going to make them more productive so that they
Exactly.
can reach their own personal goals better, faster.
And yeah, they can even enhance their current potential if they rightly use or rightly learn to use AI. Okay. Now, my last question would be, Mitch, that uh, there is a, let's say there are two categories. I would say the tech world is now divided into two the brigades. One is an AI pro brigade, and the other one is a creative brigade. They say that, like creative ones, they say that AI is killing the creativity, whereas the AI pro brigade, they say is that okay, like creativity is somewhat degraded, but yeah, we are able to generate faster and like a lot of content in much lesser amount of time, and of course at a much lesser cost. So we are ready to compromise with somewhat like little bit of creativity, if not more, but we would like to use AI expeditiously versus the anti AI brigade, which is pro creative. They say that okay, like creativity has to be there, especially in terms of marketing, especially if you're into a media entertainment business, or say pretty much any business. So creativity is the key, and AI is eventually killing creativity at some level. So what's your take on this?
Yeah, I think that this is a really interesting thing. And as of right now, it's not, I don't think it's great at creativity. But I was watching something about AI video content being generated, and I think it's going to happen soon. Like creativity is really connecting maybe disparate things together in unique ways. And I can imagine a world where you give some generic prompt and it comes up with something interesting. Whether that's creative or not, maybe that's up for interpretation. But I don't think it's got creativity yet. But I think it can be creative-ish or creative light, and you give it a direction, and then it can come up with something interesting. And I think that that's the power of it right now. Now, 2 or 3 years from now, I don't know. It's getting better so fast. But I think in the short term, I like to say that it allows somebody who is creative but not artistic to express themselves. Meaning that, like, I'm not good at Photoshop, but I have these ideas in my head that I think would be a great Facebook post or an image or an Instagram image. And I can now express it in words, and AI can create it. And so I think that that's like the real power right now, is it lets somebody who's creative but not artistic. And I think in the short term, that's what's going to happen, is that you're going to have people who maybe
they're
draw.
better at imagining, visualizing. They're
Yes.
not, even though they're not artistic, they don't know the right tools, but they do have that idea, that kind of an imagery in the mind. And AI has
Yeah.
given a vent out to express that in terms of visualizing what they're actually thinking about. Okay, this is a good
That's
way.
correct.
So as we say, better the prompt, the better the outcome. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Mitch, I really appreciate your time on this. Maybe we'll have another session in continuation, or maybe on some different aspect of AI. One
Yeah.
last thing before you go. Uh, what's your biggest fear uh, in having AI dominate in any aspect, especially in your business? What's your fear? What's the greatest fear?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping, and I still believe this, that my business is a little bit AI proof. Like, there are going to be robots, but like, you're wanting to have your picture taken with Santa, have your child sit on Santa's knee and tell them what they want for Christmas, is a little bit AI resistant. But my biggest fear is that there are very few things that AI and AI can put onto hardware, like robots, that they just can't do. And so that the number of people that are put out of work will be much larger than maybe what we think, and it might be faster. That's the pessimist in me. The optimist in me says that it'll be like the internet, and it'll create more jobs and higher paying jobs than we have today.
Yeah, I also hope that it will create more jobs, but only for those people who really wish to adapt AI in whichever way, in whichever capacity they want to adapt. But like, one thing is clear from all this discussion, that there's nothing to stop AI come with full force and take over the tech world. Whether you like it or not, it is taking
Yeah.
the tech world like a storm.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, well,
Thank you,
great. I
Mitch.
hope we can do this again.
Yeah,
And yeah,
thank you.
absolutely.